onto this one. Whoa, whoa. Not concentrating while we're doing that. Let me just go back. I will join Hulky's room in a minute. Before I do that, I'm just trying to just do a lap or two in the wet weather. We did a lot of running today in the dry, and I think I'm about as ready as I can be for that. But obviously now around here there is the opportunity for rain, so I just want to get a little bit of experience on what it is like around here in the wet, because we all know what Hulky's like. He does like to throw us a curveball. So tonight we're doing Hulky's British Touring Car Championships, and I need to try and get a few decent races in here tonight, because we're doing pretty well, and there is a chance that we could secure the best of the rest, which would be quite something. Man of War, good evening. I can see that College of Tom's in as well. Good evening to you. This is very, very different to the Red Bull ring that we had the other week in the wet. Like I said, the Hulky has opened the room, so we'll be jumping into that shortly. Just want to get the braking points down for this before I get into the dry conditions. Headphones on tonight, because it is going to be a serious race. I've got Hulky and #1 Pops chasing me. Still enough points on the table for both of those two to catch and overtake if I have a disaster. So we just need to make sure that we have 1 or 2 decent races here, and just make it more difficult for those guys to catch. Mathematically, there is still points on the table to be had, as you can see. Still going a bit all over the place. That is slow. Don't know how that's going to compare, but hey ho, we'll just see how things pan out this evening. We'll just have to see how we go. Right, I need to enter the room ID. Bear with me a second. I am just going to, I'll be back in just a mo. Okay, we are back. So I just needed to put the room key in. Awfully warm in here tonight. I'm really hoping that that my PS5 holds out this evening. We have got the fan on. It is rotating round over the PS5, and I'm just hoping that everything keeps going this evening, and we don't have any issues with the stream. Thank you ever so much to everybody that has joined me so far this evening. Borky, good evening. Good luck to you too, my friend. Good luck to you. Hope you do well this evening. Hulky had a nice podium last week. And yeah, let's get out there and see what we can do. So let's just go for the racing soft tyres. We'll get out on track. There's number one pops in. Here's the guy that I'm effectively racing tonight. Had a habit of changing up in the fourth gear through there, which was causing me grief. That is what I don't want to do. I did that a couple of times last night, and that will kill a race. Basically, getting into that bit of gravel will kill the race. Also, penalties will kill this one. So we really, really do need to be very, very careful on that side of things. Likewise on the exit there. So Lukey with a 1:38.486, fastest lap at the moment. This is not particularly quick. Very wide through there. Way too wide. And through there too. Just trying to push my braking zones a little bit too much in this initial practice. There's only a couple of us out on track. Nobody behind me. So 1 second penalty, we were 1 second up. So at the end of this one, when we come through the finish, we're going to be able to see how much that 1 second penalty has cost us. Look at that. Oh. Nearly 1.5 seconds that 1 second penalty cost. If not more, actually. Yes, in the 133s, just. Evening, William. Sorry I'm quiet, guys, but this has really got to pay now this weekend. We have got Brands Hatch, but I don't want to leave it all to Brands Hatch. Just had to lift there. It's still a 133. So annoying, every single one of my laps feels different. Hi, Connie. I appreciate your belief in me. We'll see how we go. Time for a break, I think, but 133, 133, 133, 133. Wow. 133 laps, I think. That's pretty good going. Oh, we'll have some of that. We will have some of that. How many laps? 15, I believe we're doing. So we're going to be doing, initially we will do a qualifier. So that will just be an out lap and 3 flying laps to set the grid order for the qualifying race. The qualifying race will then set the grid for race 1. The result of race 1 will set the grid for race 2, and then race 3 will be a flipped grid. So Hulky will spin a spinner, it will come up with a number, and then that number forward gets reversed. So it's effectively I believe it's a part reverse grid. I think that's how it works. We'll have to see how we go. Farinell, good evening. Frenchie, good evening to you too. but that's basically how it's going. And yeah, 15 laps of lots and lots and lots of concentration. Now I am going to make sure I'm going to need to drink, and I've drunk a lot already, so forgive me. I'll be back in just a second because I'm going to fill my water bottle up. Because I am going to be drinking a lot tonight, an awful lot. I hope that everybody that's racing has got themselves plenty of water to drink this evening. I also have a cup of tea up here, but that's still a little bit hot. I lied, it's just the right temperature, just the right temperature. Number one Pops, good evening, good evening. That's the one person I didn't want to see in the lobby tonight. Oh, my main rival is in. My main rival is in. 100 odd points, 100 and something points on the table. And Pops is about 50 points behind. I've put it in the description, the actual numbers. But yeah, if I have a diabolical night tonight, a terrible night, and Pops has a really good night like I had last week, which could quite well happen, it could easily flip on its head. It could flip. I hear also that Ollie is not racing again tonight. So there is a chance that if we can have a really good night tonight, there's a chance we might even get an overall podium. I'm not thinking about that yet because that's just putting too much pressure on me, but it will be quite interesting to see if that can happen. We're sitting in third place, I think, at the moment. Wills and Greg will run away. Those are the two that I need to try and stay with. Also, who else could run? Ben Clock could do well. Borky can shine at times, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. He got the third last week, and I just couldn't get anywhere close to him. So, you know, if tyres come in, Borky could be right up there. Muttley could be up there. Lukey and Teflon, they're a little bit of an unknown to me. I know I've done this will be the 7th batch of races, but they don't race with me very often. So I'm not quite sure. Wheels is obviously the guy to beat in all of this, and Hulky. Hulky will be right up there pushing me as well. So I think that my main competition here is going to be Ben Clock, number 1, and Hulky. That's my prediction, but we'll have to see how we go. Hulky's saying, everyone, make sure you got inters and wets as well. Well, that is a clear indication that we are going to be having a wet race at some point this evening. I think Hulky has just given us the heads up on that one. So wet race, anything could happen. I had a barnstorming race in the wet at the Red Bull Ring. Don't quite know what happened. I really don't quite know what happened. I just ran away, and if we could do that again, that would be good. But again, if you are caught in the middle of the pack in the wet, really hard. I mean, turn 1 at the Red Bull Ring was frantic last week in the wet. We managed to get through it reasonably well, and managed to then stay ahead, and then obviously got to the front and ran away. But I'm not for 1 minute thinking anything like that is going to happen tonight. I think that my prediction tonight is that I'm going to have to work really hard to get what few points I can get, and I need to try and stay ahead of Hulky and Pops. That is where I need to be in this one. I think Ben is also within catching distance, but I think it's in the description. I think he's going to have to win and me come last type of thing. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Very interesting, this one. We have got the headphones. We're going to be very quiet, because when we get into the racing in 5 minutes, boy, I am going to be really concentrating on what is going on rather than anything else, especially in this heat. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am finding it really hard to concentrate in this heat that we've got at the moment. I've got the fan going, it's covering the PlayStation 5, my TV, my computer, me, you know, pushing the air around. You know, let's see what happens. Right, I'm just having a little bit of a break for the moment, so I'm not out on track. And Race on Mint says number one Pops. He's psyched up for this. I can just hear and feel that number one Pops is going to be absolutely going for it in this one. Connie Clarkson says, you need to win in your head, my friend. That's it. Yeah, and I'm already starting to feel a little bit negative. I've never done well around here. It's been okay, but I've always caught the gravel. I've often whacked the pit wall on the way round that last corner. I need to try and avoid all of that, and also penalties around here, as we saw they can be last night. They can be an absolute race killer, especially as a lot of them are giving out 1 second penalties. Oh, it's not nice. Oh, D-Lox is in. Oh, D-Lox is quick too. Forgot about D-Lox. Yeah, could be interesting tonight. Okay. All right, headphones going on. We got a couple of minutes. I need to get in the zone. If the stream should pause or anything like that, you'll have to forgive me. I am not going to be doing anything with it during the race. It will just be what it is, I'm afraid. Right, we are we're in the second group to go. Who is in group 1? Okay, that's fine. Let's so Greg's done a 133.0. I was a 133.2. Wills doesn't seem to have set a time yet. Number one Pops is in there with a 133.5. You see, it's going to be so close. Hulky, a 134.2. It's very... That's actually now worried me. Seeing number one Pops with a 133.5 and my 133.2 was a really, really good lap on my part. That has slightly worried me. I can't see Hulky on there. What's Hulky doing? Where's Hulky? Can't see Hulky for the minute. Don't think he's ticked in, but Hulky's not set a time. So, yeah. This is going to be tough. Number one Pops is rubbing it in. I only did 1 lap too. Oh my gosh. Number one Pops is on it tonight. Oh, the pressure's just ramped up. It has just ramped up. Yeah, I'm worried now. Just watching the deltas closely at the moment to see. JB, good evening. How you doing? Yeah, I'm not liking that. 0.3 of a second. This is going to be about staying out of trouble tonight. So first corner, down to the first corner. If we're on the inside or the outside will matter how we're going to take that one. Brake there, get it down, that gear, turn in on the power, across, gear, apex, down to the first one, brake, turn. Okay, we'll see how we go. Great, fantastic. Oh man alive, Hulky, Hulky, Hulky. What have you just done? He sure likes to mix things up, doesn't he? He sure likes to mix things up. Actually looking at this, if you're clever enough and you're good enough, this could be flick tyre weather. Looking at the weather gauge. I'll try. I'm just not sure about tyres at the minute. A 132.2 from Gr.x. .133.4 from Gr.x. Oh, Gr.x has got red. So Greg's put a banker lap in, now he's going to go for it. It's so difficult to know what to do, you know. Greg, you've got one more to go. Oh, Greg bailed. Okay. Maybe Greg thought that was as fast as he could go. All D-locks is now blue, that's good. So 1:33.034. I think we're going to have to risk this. Really not what I want to be doing. I'm just waiting for the Group 2 to go at the moment. And we'll see what we can do, but... Group 2 go. Okay, let's this could be interesting. I don't know if this is the right choice or not, but we'll give it a go. This could be a disaster. Banker first of all, Mitch. I couldn't remember whether it was 2 or 3. But there we go. We'll see how that is, how that stands. Okay. I'm so not sure about this. We'll see how this goes, how this pans out. Oh, all right, let's see what we can do. Oh. The nerves there are building. This is just the qualifying race. So it's a short lap, a short race, half points. I think 6 points for the winner in this one. Let's just see how we go. D-Lots, Greg and Will's ahead of me. Right, we don't have to be mad here. Although I've got Pops behind me now. Oh, that was one heck of a race. Woo! Whoa, that was tough. That was really, really tough. Really tough. When I saw Pops and Hulky behind me, that was just like, oh, elbows out, not let them by. Oh, that was hard, really hard. And Pop's just half a second behind me. I told you, this is not going to be easy tonight. It's so not easy, and I've got Pops right alongside me for the next race. He is going to be right there. I think he's going to be right there all night long. Oh, it's not what Pop says, nearly, Mitch. Yeah, you were there all the time. It was managing that. I knew I couldn't do anything about Wheels, Greg, or D-Locks. They were gone. It was all about keeping Hulky and number one behind me. And I tell you what, I've not raced that hard in a long time. Number one, Pops. He's going for it tonight. He has not given up at all. He's not given up one tiny little bit. And I love that. Oh, man alive. Oh, man. That was really hard. Oh, JB's just won his first daily on a wheel. Congratulations. Oh, well done, my friend. Oh, we're at Red Bull Ring. Yay! Hey! Have some of that. Oh, no, I think Hulky's changed his mind. Mitchell, what is it for you the most difficult to learn in GT7? Not to overdrive the car. Yeah, not to overdrive the car. So many people used to say to me, brake late, brake late, brake late. And I tended to find then I was overdriving the car because I'd brake late through a corner. I'd then be all off the line, and then I'd be losing places and trying to chase the guy in front, and yeah, it was just horrendous. So I think that's one of the hardest things. And you know, the other thing to learn is just to drive your own race when you've got really quick people around you. Try not to get intimidated. And also, I guess, the visualize. I think probably actually the number one difficult thing for me was visualization of spatial awareness, of knowing where everybody was around me. I think that was probably the hardest thing that I had. I was always bumping people through corners because I didn't realize they were there, and stuff like that. And also anticipating the car in front. I would very often be doing my qualifying laps and I'd want to brake where I want to brake, not anticipating what the car in front was going to do if they're defending and stuff like that. So yeah, a few things actually, but I think situation awareness, spatial awareness, being aware of people around you, probably the number one. And I think even right now I still struggle with that. I think I still struggle with that big time. You know, I'm getting used to watching the radar, but yeah, not really doing it enough. And I think racing with the PSR guys has probably taught me that more than anything else, because everybody is so close together and tight. You've got to really be aware of where they are. And then I guess if you're talking about the daily races, frustration is probably the hardest thing. not necessarily to learn, but to yeah, not necessarily to learn as a skill, but to not worry if people are bumping you and punting you and all of those things, because in Gran Turismo that is just part of racing. You've got to get used to it in the daily races. Don't let it get under your skin, it's just not worth it. Right, here we go then. I need my damp towel, really. I haven't got it with me. Oh, okay, starting fourth. I need to try and stay with Wheels, Gr.x and Greg in this. I've got number one right behind me. He's going to be going for every single gap there is. Whoa. Go, number one. Go on, go for it. Go on. I'm following you. Let's stay ahead of Wheels. Really make these tyres work for me in this one. Oh no, in the gravel. That's exactly what we didn't want to do. Plenty of time yet. Calm down, Mitch. Calm down. Yeah, absolutely, Conroy. Absolutely, absolutely. Don't want to be squealing the tyres like that. bit worried about going in the gravel there. Oh, I've overshot badly. Gr.x suckered me into that one. Good and proper. It was like taking candy from a baby as far as Gr.x was concerned. I made that way too easy. Watch these tyres, Mitch, too. That real wiggle was come and get me. And I think he's also going to help me to pull me along. Oh, I might have been a bit tight on that corner. Was really borderline. Track limit there from me. This is all about tyres. Well, I think most people are on the mediums and I've gone for the softs because I want this win. See, number one is in 6th. Where's Hulky? Hulky's 8th. So they're still doing okay. Stay calm now. That's easy for you to say. I'm shaking like a leaf. Seriously, I am shaking like a leaf right now. And I'm sweating buckets. can see Greg behind me. I'd love to know what lap times Greg's doing. I don't know if he's streaming this. If my race engineers out there can go and check him out, but I'd love to know what lap times he's doing. Or I guess I could be looking at the Delta, couldn't I? But I can't, I'm too busy. Let's just do the best laps that we can do. Qualifying laps now. Keep it smooth. Look after those tyres. Front tyres looking okay at the moment. Oh, no worries, Trigger. Thanks for checking. Good evening, my friend, as well. Thank you for joining. That probably shows how serious a lot of people are taking this. The fact that they're not streaming it, they want to do well, because it's very hard to stream and race at the same time. Take it from somebody that knows. And this is why I put the headphones on, because it reminds me to race first and talk second. Channeling my inner Jack Covey at the moment. These tyres starting to slide a little bit, so I am giving a little bit of time away to, well, Wheels is through actually. Oh crikey, Wheels is the quickest guy on the circuit. So the fact that he's got past Greg is not good for me. You can see how much he's catching already. Two to go. Keep it calm, Mitch. Second is just as good. I will remind you all that I'm on the soft tyres. I think most people are on the mediums. So this is a little bit of an artificial position for me at the moment. Well, it's 2.7 now. It's closing quickly. Let's use all of these tyres now. Right, I need to go and get a towel. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, Connie, thank you. Oh, Trigger, he's not streaming, but he's on Sky Sports. He's getting 134s. Fair enough. Well, thank you. Be back in a second, guys. Wow, what a race that was. I don't know what the temperature is in the iron room, but it is hot, hot, hot in here. Really hot. Oh, Rita, good evening. Thank you very much. Fair enough. Also surprised how wide you can go into turn 4. Yeah, I've got my lines. I'm sticking to those at the moment. But yeah, that's my soft tyres used up. I will remind you that I think that most people in that went with the mediums. So it's going to be a little bit harder going forwards. But to get that win, that's good news. Really happy with that. Oh. It won't be so easy in the rest of the races. And the problem is I don't know what Hulky's going to do with the weather. He could quite easily throw another wet race at the end of this one. What have we done at the moment? We've done the quali and we've done the first race, haven't we? That was the first one. So I think I'm going to play safe here because we've still got 2 more. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's done it again, hasn't he? I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure. Don't want to do that. This is borderline. Borderline wet tyres here. Although the track is drying out in a way that it didn't at the Red Bull Ring. Oh, so difficult to know what to do here. Right, here we go. Oh, things are going to get spicy, says Hulky. There certainly are. Oh. Right, let's see how we go. Oh, blue flag's up. Why is the blue flag up? Oh, no, no, no. Number one is in fourth. He's going really well. So we've got to keep this together now. Keep working with Will. Not now, Joe. I really can't talk right now. I'll talk to you in a minute. Just lost my concentration there for a moment. Just letting wheels get away. Just watching Greg behind as well. Still 2.2 ahead. Just can't close down. He is one of the quickest on the grid. Sorry for all the funny faces. I am concentrating like crazy tonight. And I know I pull funny faces when I'm concentrating. I have been told. Wills is 3 seconds ahead of me now. And going away. Oh, my first mistake. Went a bit wide in there. I was looking at Greg in the pits. Could be interesting because the 132 is on the table and we're doing 137s. So, oh, it could be that could be an interesting move from Greg. As you can see, a completely dry track through here. The intermediate tyres are wearing. That could have been the time to do it. We're going to need to look after these inters now. Oh, the cranes come back. That I was not expecting. I'll tell you what, Greg would not have been expecting that too. Is there more rain on the horizon? Oh, we could do with a downpour now, couldn't we? still fine for the soft tyres though. We need a lot more rain than that to upset Greg. Wills is a million miles away from me now. 7.5 seconds down the road, so first place is gone, but if we can bring it home for a second, that would be fantastic. Thank you, Teflon. I'm happy with that. Happy with the second. Behind Wills, that's a result. For me, that is as good as a win. Right, forgive me a second. I needed to... Thank you very much, my friends. I'll be back in a minute. We're back. Woo, what a race. What a race. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Connie. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. Right, so we have not run the medium tyres yet, have we? Woo. No, I believe that we can run the mediums. This is the last one, I think. So we've done enters, softs, into. No, we did. Oh, yeah, soft. We did a wet, dry, wet, dry. So, oh, I don't know where we're at. I don't know where we're at. I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I haven't run the mediums. If I have run them, I'm going to be in deep trouble because I will have all of my points removed. But have I run the mediums tonight, guys? I really should have written down what I've done. But Hulky's really thrown a curveball. I was not expecting 2 wet races. We've had 2 wet races, which was the quali. Then we did soft, dry. Then we did wet, quali. So this should be the last one. Hi, Ollie. Good evening. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm on the mediums for this. And if I just have a little look and see what. So the rest of the guys, I think there'll be a lot of soft runners. There are a lot of soft runners. And Muttley was running the softs when I ran them. So have we got another race after this, or is this the last one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on mediums, and this is the last race, isn't it? I haven't been saving them races either, which is a bit of a pain. Is this the last one, guys? It should be, because that would take us up to 11 o'clock. I'll soon know if I get bumped off of the the top there. Because I think Hulky will be doing the yeah, softs and into so far. So yeah, so we should be on mediums. I think this is the last race. So this is the one, I think, where Hulky's going to do the old spinner, the old spinneroo. I don't know when he'll put it up on the chat, but it will go up later on, I would think. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to run my races. If there's one more after this, I'll just go hard. But I completely lost the plot. Thick clouds, evening. We're on the inters, on the mediums, I say. I'm expecting to get completely swallowed up in this one. Yep, David, that's what we'll be doing. That's a really good question. It's just gone in there. If you switch to softs in the last race, does that mean that you've used your soft tyre allocation? Ooh, I think it might be. Well, I'd love to know how Hulky's going to rule on that one. Ooh, very interesting. Yeah. Because otherwise you could go soft, couldn't you? Ooh, that's a really good, interesting question, that is. Oh, look, we're down in 6th. This is the last race. Because I would have been 2nd, but now I'm in 6th. Car on the inside of me. Just see the black line coming up all the time at the moment. Number 1 will really be wanting to get past Greg up front. But you could see how the 2 cars in front are running away. They're going to be on soft tyres. But if I can come just in behind number 1, that would be good. But I've got some quick guys behind me, which is going to be a problem. And looking at the mini-map, I'm a cork in a bottle at the moment. on, David. I need those two guys to get into number one as soon as possible. I need them in front of him. Ben with a massive glitch there. Come on, you two, I need you after number one. Come on, Wheels. For those of you that are new around here, what I'm talking about here is I need Wheels to get in front of Pops because I'm racing Pops. Wheels is just away and gone. He's leading the championship. He's a championship leader. And I need him in front of Pops to take a point away, which then means that I'm only 1 point deficit to Pops. But then if Ben gets past me, which he should do, I need Ben to get after Pops as well. So I need to keep pushing hard at this stage for Ben to catch up with me and then get to a point where he's still got time to reach Pops. Right, he's going down the inside, so we'll go wide, give him some room. Go on, mate, go on, go. Right, I've really got to help Ben now. A little bit of a bump. I can't bump him now, it's too late. I don't really want to fight him. I'm now helping to get on the back of Wheels. Or catch up with number one, ideally. Come on, Ben. We need to be quicker. I'm not going to fight you. I just need you going faster. Come on. Greg and number one are still very much together. 12.5 seconds down the road, those guys. I might have to just do Ben, I'm afraid. Can't wait. The difficulty is going to be staying in front of him, with him on those tyres. I'm in the grass. This is the difference between the tyres here. We've got Greg out front, Will's second, number one's third at the moment. You can see number one just up ahead, but we're just not going quick enough to catch him. Need to try and finish behind Pops. Wonder how number one's tyres are doing. Should be fine. It's 7.5 seconds down the road, which is way too much. He's a couple of penalties, which he's not going to get because he's too good. I've got Ben right on my back bumper again now. And he's got Borky on his back bumper. The problem is, if I let those two through, that means I'm losing too many points to number one. I so wish I was on the softer tyres now. Come on, one more. We can't catch Pops, but we can bring this home in fourth, if we're lucky. which would be a 1 point drop, I believe, to Pops. Well done, Pops. I feel that was probably as good as I could get in that one. Bearing in mind, I think most of those guys were on the medium tyres. I was on the, sorry, they were on the soft tyres. I was on the mediums, I think. I'd love to know what tyres people were on. But at the end of the day, that was hard racing between Ben and myself. That was really hard. Even with Borky, he got into the mix too and was really pushing me hard. So yeah, that was hard. That one, I really had to work for that 4th place. All credit to Borky and Ben. Massive credit to those guys. I haven't saved the replays tonight for Hulky, which is normally I do. But I've just been so tired and just pushing. Number 1 Pops was on round tyres. Yeah, mine were round and black, but I think a bit harder than yours. Well done, my friend. Well done. Well done. A nice podium. You deserve that. Lukey did well. Lukey did really well. If he got, I don't know what the finishing order in that one was. I haven't been doing the finishing order. Wills, Greg, number 1, and me. Okay. Borky in 5th, Ben 6th, Muttley 7th, Lukey 8th, Teflon 9th, poor old Hulky down in 10th. But it's number 1 that I've got to watch. And have I done enough tonight? Have I done enough tonight? I don't know. I don't know. Is it enough? David was on. Ben Klopp was on softs. Oh, I'm not going to lie. That is, yeah, I am done now. Very often now I'll disappear off because I love this. I'll disappear off and just wind down with a couple of races in a lobby, but no, not tonight. That is me done. I tell you what, as number 1 Pops is saying, all to race for tonight. I don't think I've done enough. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't think I've done enough. The math is still going to be there because number 1 Pops has just taken a point off of me. I had some good runs earlier on, but number 1 was close behind. And yeah, I think game on. And hopefully I will be able to hopefully I'll be able to race next Wednesday. I mean, it'll be a catastrophe if I can't race for some reason. William saying well done, that was fun. That's probably I think that's probably the toughest night of racing. I keep saying with these British Touring Car Championship races that they are the hardest races. Every night, every week I say that's the hardest race I've ever had. I think genuinely that was potentially the hardest set of races that I've had ever. And to know that I've got Pops chasing me down is incredible. And I'm not sure where Greg finished up in some of those too. That would be interesting to see when the points come out, because he stopped to do tyres in one of the races. But I think he's far enough. I think he's far enough ahead from me at the moment. If I just launch, let's just launch the what's it bump here? Where are we? I can't even think where I'm going now. I'm going in here. lobby races. So if I just come up here, what did I say? There's 128 points available, so there's still 64 points available at the moment. I was 45 behind Will. Well, Will's run away. He's further ahead. I was 20 behind Gr.x, so he's still going to be ahead of me. And I was 31 points ahead of Ollie. Unfortunately, Ollie's not be able to race tonight, so Ollie's going to have fallen away. I was 57 points ahead of number one. So what? 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 64, 65. If my math, I'm doing my fingers because my brain's dead. Can't even do math now. I needed to finish the evening 8 points ahead of number one. Did I do that? Was anybody keeping count in all of that? Is anybody out there sensible enough and more sensible than me to have kept count? I didn't realise it was 8 points. If I'd known it was that close, I'd have probably put extra pressure on myself and it would have been horrendous. Yeah, it would have been horrendous if I had known it was that close. Well, we're going to have to see. Hulky needs to get those results out quick. I've actually noticed as well, when I went on to Hulky's thingy here, he's saying to everybody, sorry, race 2 and 3. My head was out of it, lost my focus because kids won't shut up. I almost closed the lobby race 3. He lost it. Oh my God. Was that why we had 2 wet races? Teflon saying we appreciate that you didn't 100% on that 100%, and maybe that was why we had 2 wet races. I was not expecting for 1 minute 2 wet races. That completely floored me. I was prepared for 1, not 2. So anyway, next week we are heading off to the to Brands Hatch. Normally I do okay around Brands. Do I need to take a few points off of number one? Can we get it done won't be done in the quali, unlikely the quali, but can we get it done in race 2? Am I going to fall apart? Is Pops closer than I think? There's so many questions going around in my head right now, but I'm going to disappear because I'm mumbling, I'm burbling, and I'm completely burbling. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm going to say to you guys out there, thank you ever so much to everybody that has raced this evening. Thank you to everybody that has watched the stream, hit the like button, subscribed, whatever's gone on. And I haven't got a clue what's been going on. Haven't even kept up with the chat tonight as usual because completely focused on what we were doing. But congratulations to our winners. Well done, number one Pops on the podium on the last race, and bring it on next week. In the meantime, wherever you are, have yourselves a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever you're doing, have a great one. And for those of you that are traveling at the moment, safe travels, and look forward to seeing you on the track again very soon. Tomorrow night, well, tomorrow should be, if all goes to plan, the upgrade of Gran Turismo 7. So I may well be doing the 4 new cars and then announcing that we'll be doing the Caterham on Friday, if that's the way that things pan out. Now, I'm going to be out in the morning, so I probably won't be downloading the upgrade, seeing what the cars are like, etc., until the afternoon. So I will be announcing tomorrow's races a little bit later. For now, take care. Bye.